Hello and welcome to the Fibonacci free video for Monday, June 12th. This is David, and this evening we have a few different lenses we can use to take a look at Tesla. Now, Tesla did find its bottom right here near the Voodoo Fire line late last year. And that's not uncommon to see major turns coming from major Voodoo lines. The fire line is the most important of the Voodoo line levels. It bounced into this next fire line up at 204.26, nearly a double, right? Came back down and then subsequently started a move back up, not only getting solidly above that 204 fire line the next time around, but then working its way up through this 227 Voodoo tree line, and now, as of last week, getting above and finding support at the 241.02 tree line. The tree lines are the second most important of the levels, and when we finally break above the 204 level, we set our sights on the next fire line up, in this case 263.73. We haven't gotten there yet, and for all I know, we may never get there, but we're going to keep looking upwards so long as both of the intermediate tree lines, that the one here by 227 and the other one here by 241, so long as those hold, we'll keep looking towards this 263.73 level. Now, if we break below 241, then we're kind of in limbo between there and 226. We can watch these little small snow lines in between to try and gauge which way it might go. But back below 227, and then any test of 204 becomes quite consequential to the trend here, whether it continues up or works its way back down. And we keep looking for roadmaps like that from fire line to fire line, and in between using the tree lines, and in between those using the snow lines, and so on. For now, everything is on track for that, that 263.73 level, so long as 241 holds. Now, there are a few things that could get on the or in the way between here and 263.73 when we loop the Fibonacci levels into it. And let's start by focusing on this move down from a February high to a late April low, right? When we take that and we see that we continue back up, we start to look for fib proportions of the move down on the way up. And the first proportion we've already exceeded back here at 235. That was the high of the week before last, before we gapped above the tree line last week. Right. So we're clearly through that. The next level to pay attention to is 258, let's call it, a penny away. That gets us in the neighborhood, but not all the way to 263.73. And while these levels aren't always precise, you can see a little deviation from the fire line at the low. They're nearby, and these are pretty close to each other. So let's view this as an important region that that Tesla would need to get through in order to keep the clear picture upwards going, simply because of the coincidence of important fib proportions, as well as important Voodoo lines, all in the same area. Now, the next thing that we want to look at is proportionality of the move up from this late April low to the initial move up off of last year's lows. And you can see right in that same area, the two legs would be equal to the upside, another important proportion to look to. So again, I'm not saying we get there. Keep an eye on that 241 level, but so long as we stay above it, I do think the general area of equal legs up, a Voodoo fire line, and the 161.8% external retracement of this move down is a compelling argument that that general area is important. So now up from there, the next spot to the upside is a coincidence of the 61.8% retracement of the move down into last year's low from the all-time high in Tesla. Again, another pretty important level. Also nearby is the spot where the move up from April is 127.2% of the first leg up, and right in the same region, a voodoo tree line at 300.5, as well as the big 300 round number. So lots of interest there. Nothing much beyond that until we get a whole lot higher. So, or at least up into this 323 level. So I'm thinking that if we don't run into trouble and a pause down near the call it 264 plus or minus, then right around 300. And for all of this, I want to use these major levels that we get above as spots that we ratchet up concern levels. So I roughly want to see this 241 hold in order to keep the focus up. If we get above the fire line, I want to see us roughly hold that to keep looking towards the 300 level. So I hope you found that useful in terms of levels in this name that keeps motoring to the upside the past few weeks. And I will see you at the next update.
Hey, David here with Simpler Trading. Thanks for taking a few minutes to watch this video. I hope you found it useful. And if you did, please help us out. Click the like button. You can also add your comments below. We love to read those and respond to them. You can also click the bell icon. That will alert you whenever we have new and updated videos. And if you want to watch us trade in real time with our own money, you can visit simplertrading.com to learn how to sign up. Until I see you again, as always, good trading, and we'll see you at the next video.